Out there, they found 25-year-old Alex Johnson with several gunshot wounds. At that point, the man later identified as Yanko Romero was gone, but not far away. There he is. In this video, you'll see him on our cameras here at Wink News. We caught his on camera, Romero, right outside our broadcast center, just down the street. Our crews quickly learned that Romero ran into the boyfriend of one of our reporters who says he saw the gun.
I definitely saw the barrel of a firearm.
Pointed
pistol.
right at you?
Yeah, across the street. Immediately, as soon as I saw the firearm, I ran as fast as I could. Thank goodness got to safety.
Now at this point, our camera catches Romero scaling our fence and walking directly into our parking lot with the gun in his hand at this point. He makes his way back to the mangroves at the back of our parking lot. That's right on Billy Creek. It gets a little bit thick in there, but officers captured him just a few minutes later. Today, Wink News was there as Yanko Romero made his first appearance in court. He faced the judge as Alex Johnson's family watched in tears. Romero remains locked up right now, and that's where prosecutors want him to stay, arguing that he committed a dangerous crime. Russ.
Hi, Chris. Thanks. At the same time, investigators were back at both scenes, the Harbor Grand condos and our parking lot. Today and yesterday, divers with the Lee County Sheriff's Office were in Billy Creek looking for the weapon that was used. Wink News reporter Jillian Haggerty joins us now live from near where Sunday's shooting happened. Jillian, you had a chance to meet the victim's fiance.
Yeah, Russ, that's right. I actually saw her earlier today at the boat ramp. Now, she was here yesterday with her fiance, Alex Johnson, when he was shot and killed. Now, she explained to me those moments. She said she was right over here at the bottom of the boat ramp. She saw the shots fired, ran over to him to do CPR, but he did not make it. A day after a deadly shooting, scars remain. A bullet hole in a trailer outside Oasis Tower 1. And we learned from investigators, Yanko Romero's also accused of opening fire inside the tower on the 5th and 7th floors.
One door, a bullet went through, according to what someone told me. Another door, the perpetrator tried to bash on the door to get in.
That concerned neighbor was referring to Yanko Romero. He went in before a judge on Monday morning on a list of charges, including killing Johnson.
There are 2 counts of firing a weapon or missile into a dwelling.
Fort Myers police told me after searching Romero's belongings, they found loaded ammunition and a box containing additional rounds. This is something those who live here will never forget.
With no security in these buildings anymore, there used to be at least a gate guard sitting in the guardhouse, which is right near where the boathouse is and across the street with the boat parking lot.
Making those who live here feel unsafe.
You would have thought, had there been a guard there, they would have picked up on things sooner.
Now, this crime, of course, has raised safety concerns among the people who live here. I have reached out to the management company twice asking them, are you doing anything safety-wise to make these people feel safer? I haven't heard back. But for now, reporting live in Fort Myers, Jillian Haggerty, Wink News.
Jillian, thanks. We want to move our focus to another part of the investigation. In a Facebook post, Fort Myers police described what they found on Romero.
Yeah, in the post they said they searched a bag that was in his possession and it had a magazine in it, also boxes of ammo, or excuse me, a box of ammo. Wink security analyst Rich Kolko was on scene yesterday as police made that arrest. Talk to us about the kinds of questions that investigators are asking at this point.
Well, investigators are going to ask as much as they can, but as we saw in court today, he likely has a lawyer and is not going to be doing much talking. But they are going to want to analyze everything they can about what was on him, which includes that ammunition, magazine. How long did he own that? When did he purchase it? Did he have any other intent? They're going to try and figure that out. They're going to go into his home with a search warrant, get as much information as they can. These are all standard questions that any detective is going to want to look into. And then they're going to tie that back to, we know he has some ties back to Michigan. So basically, timeline, everything he has. But at the end of the day, the prosecutor is going to want to know everything they possibly can about this subject, and that's what the detective's job is in this role.
The threat now is over, but now all the question asking is underway. We'll see where it leads.
The question, exactly right, Russ.
Yeah, and it sounds like they successfully pulled some evidence out of the mangroves today as well. Thank you very much, Rich. While this all unfolded, we kept you updated not only on air but online as more and more details come in this shooting. Stay connected right here with Wink News and winknews.com. If you haven't already, download the Wink News app because we do send updates through the app as well. We're also on Instagram. We're always putting updates there as well.
Breaking news right now, one person is dead in a crash in Charlotte County. The Florida Highway Patrol tells us that they are in this area in Charlotte County. It's near Oil Well Road and east of I-75. Right now, our crews are on the way to that scene. We'll get you an update once we get there. In the meantime, you can log on to winknews.com. You can also stay connected to the Wink News app for any updates. Well, Wink News is, of course, the weather authority, and right now on Wink Doppler 3X, we're tracking a few thunderstorms out there.
Wink News meteorologist Josh Green is here with us. Josh.
Absolutely. A little bit more activity out there on Wink Live Doppler 3X compared to the past couple days, especially this past weekend. What do you say we zoom in on some trouble spots? I'm talking about this powerful thunderstorm right now that's going to be in inland Lee County. My friends in Lehigh Acres, even up through Fort Myers Shores now, picking up some of that heavy rain and frequent lightning. In fact, we've seen 50 lightning strikes just in the past 15 minutes. So this storm absolutely means business. It has a history of producing up to dime-sized hail. Right now, at least the good news is it seems to be weakening a little bit, dropping some pea-sized hail in and around Buckingham and just to the north there of Lehigh Acres. Besides that, I'm tracking some more thunderstorms just to the north there. This is in Charlotte County, well inland, just along and to the west of State Road 31. We'll continue to track these showers and storms, talk a little bit about what to expect the next couple days. That's all coming up in my full forecast.
All right, thank you very much. Developing now, investigators are out in Collier County off Daniels Road, south of Vanderbilt Beach Road at the scene where human remains were found. Wink News reporter Bianca Smith is at the scene. What's happening out there?
Well, we can confirm that detectives are back out here as a part of their ongoing investigation. Now, I want you to take a look at the scene for yourself. As you can see, the sky has cleared up as to just an hour ago. And back here, we have two pieces of large equipment and they're digging. Now, we also have people out here digging as well. Now, we don't know what they're digging or looking for. However, only a few feet to the right, we have construction going on of these brand new houses. But this is what we know as of now. This is the scene where construction workers in Collier County found human remains buried in the ground. Today, they're out here continuing the investigation. The Collier County Sheriff's Office reports finding pieces of intact teeth, possible ribs, and other bone fragments. Samples have been sent to a lab to find out whether the bones are male or female. Once that happens, the DNA will be entered into the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System. The discovery of the bones happened back in May, but some neighbors I spoke with said this is the first time they're hearing about it, and they have questions.
Gee, should I take my dog for a ride down there again tonight like we did last night? Yeah, I just don't know. It's like, I guess until I find out more about the body, whether it's been for a long, long time or, you know, the first thing that pops into most people's minds is, was it a murder scene? Did somebody just dump off a body? Are there more down there kind of stuff?
What we're looking to find out is who these bones belong to, how long they've been here, and how they got here. When we find out more, we'll keep you updated. Reporting live in Collier County, Bianca Smith, Wink News.
Bianca, thanks. New at 4, Naples Pride Fest. The party in the park may be over, but legal battles continue in court. Questions about the event's security cost are still fresh on the minds of both sides. Wink News reporter Maddie Herron joins us now in studio. So Maddie, how much is it going to cost and who is footing the bill?
Russ, the city of Naples says typically it's whoever filed for the permit, but with an active court case, they haven't picked a price or who will pay it. I attended Naples Pride Fest on Saturday where I got to talk with one of the festival's legal partners. He told me that's not the case and that there is a chance it could fall on taxpayers.
Naples Pride Fest 2025 had a record turnout. Over 4,000 people, all protected by multiple agencies, barricades, and other security. That doesn't come cheap.
It was in the 40,000 some odd range versus if we were to approve it indoors and it was much less.
That was Naples Councilwoman Beth Petronoff on May 13th. But on Friday, an appeals judge upheld the city's request to hold the drag shows inside and make them adult only. When the event moved indoors, the security perimeter expanded less than 24 hours before it started.
They were unjustly denied the ability to hold the event that they planned for.
Naples Pride works with the American Civil Liberties Union of Florida, or ACLU. Daniel Tilley is its legal director.
The city may think they've won on this. This is far from over. This is the beginning. We're moving on to the next phase, and we're going to be taking depositions, gathering evidence.
A fight that doesn't end just because the festival did. Days before the festival, the city said both the security expenses and cost responsibility were up in the air. But Tilley says differently.
The city has always said at the outset of this that they can handle the security. It's only been recently that they've added additional security, and you cannot punish Naples pride because of the anticipated reaction of others. That's very clear.
And Maddie, we know you asked the question. A lot of people are wondering if Naples has made a decision on who's going to pay, and then if the cost of the security changed at all from that last-minute decision to move it from outside to the indoor venue.
I know that's what's on everyone's minds, right? Well, they sent me this statement when I asked those questions. It says, as a matter of policy, the city does not comment on matters related to active litigation. We appreciate your understanding. Now, we will continue to push both Naples Pride and the city for answers, but yeah, that's a big question on people's minds.
At some point down the road, we'll figure it out, or we'll find out.
We'll
pass
bring it
on
to you.
Yeah. All right, well, Los Angeles is looking for a fourth day of protest following federal immigration raids. President Donald Trump ordered 2,000 National Guard troops to scour the city. It is without the governor's approval, which hasn't happened since 1965. Most protests were peaceful. Some protesters threw rocks and set cars on fire. President Trump calls them insurrectionists, while others, the families of the detainees, gathered to beg for their loved ones' return.
I was hoping to prevent this situation from happening. It's the last thing our city needs.
I'm here today because on Friday, ICE kidnapped my brother, Jose Paulino, along with his coworkers.
My siblings, ranging from the ages of 4 months and 20 years, need and want our father back.
CBS News has learned that ICE operations are expected in Los Angeles County for at least the next 30 days.
A travel ban is in effect for several countries. The ban is the Trump administration's response to the recent attack in Boulder, Colorado. The attacker is someone who overstayed his visa. The tensions led President Trump to put the ban on mostly Muslim countries. However, Haiti, Myanmar, and the Republic of Congo are also on that list. Permanent U.S. residents and people with existing visas are exempt. A school district is changing their start times a year before they have to. Lee County says the change will help bus issues. How different your kid's day will look in just months.
Plus, 2 of FC Naples players credit their success and motivation to their fathers. We hear about the bonds they keep with their dads to this day.
I have to be thankful for the Shiners because they took care of what needed to be done and they just went after the people that were wanting to pay. If you need a lawyer, call the Shiners and they will help you. They treat you as family and it's not fake. I could call them anytime, and even after hours, even though I felt bad and I tried not to do it, they'll say, call me anytime. And if I did have any questions or concerns, they would be there to answer them.
Barbara B. Mann Performing Arts Hall presents 40 Sparkling Seasons, sponsored by Fifth Third Bank. See 6 national touring Broadway shows like And Juliet at Barbara B. Mann in Fort Myers. Get season tickets today at bbmanpah.com.
My name is Roosevelt. I always thought that cigarette smoking just messed up your lungs. I never thought that at only 45 would give me a heart attack. I never thought that it would stop me from playing basketball with my kids. Never thought that it would give me a scar like this. And I never thought that it would change my life forever. My tip is, do your heart a favor and quit now.
Tobacco-Free Florida offers free nicotine replacement therapy to help start your quit journey. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
Still suffering from a damaged or incomplete roof? Unlike other roofers, Nastar Roofing completed every job before and after Ian. Nastar Roofing can solve your roof problems in 1 week at the same pre-Ian prices. Don't believe us? Call 239-567-RACE.
Garage doors break all day, every day, all hours of the day. That's why there's never an extra charge for nights or weekends.
That's the precision difference.
When I'm out on a Sunday, you'll get to see me personally.
I'm not an actor, but I can fix the garage.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
This man right here, this cocky, crazy-eyed boy. Me? Your crazy eyes. I mean, look at your freaking eyes, man. They're like la 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 la. He said I'm so liked around the house. What? Oh yeah, I'm a people pleaser, and I'm that to a fault. I really just want to have fun with you guys, except for you. Don't talk to me. See what everyone will be whispering about this summer when Big Brother returns July 10th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
All right, welcome back in and happy Monday, everyone. I want to start off by showing you some of the rainfall totals we've collected here in Southwest Florida over the past few hours. Now, you'll notice, all of that rain has so far stayed just to the east of I-75. I want to zoom in on some of the biggest rainfall totals so far. Look at this, a little over 2 inches of rain there in inland Collier County, in and around Golden Gate Estates. Also, Lehigh Acres. Yeah, that's right, a little over 2 inches in some spots around there as well. A zoomed out look shows you those showers and storms that we've been tracking on Wink Live Doppler 3X. Again, those are continuing to stay inland into the east of the interstate. Let's get a zoomed in look at a couple trouble spots out there. We've been watching this thunderstorm that moved out of Lehigh Acres. That's what produced all that heavy rain over the past couple of hours. Now spots like Fort Myers Shores, in and along State Route 80, even Alva there picking up some of that heavier rainfall. Close to 40 lightning strikes there just over the past 15 minutes. Just a little bit off to the north, my friends in Babcock Ranch, you might pick up some of that rain that's moving in from your south, but you've probably seen the storm clouds and heard those rumbles of thunder from these thunderstorms just to your north, just to the west of State Road 31 there. I'm even watching a couple of them just to make sure that they don't start rotating at all. So far, so good. We'll continue to keep tabs on them. A little bit further inland, we've got more storms moving throughout Hendry County. There's a good thunderstorm in and around just to the north of LaBelle. So where we've seen the rain, the temperatures have surely gone down. I mean, look at this. We're down into the 70s in Bonita, Immokalee, Ave Maria. Even some of those high clouds that kind of move over your town could help really lower those temperatures. 83 in Lehigh, but still spots like Port Charlotte, Punta Gorda, we're still in the low 90s with all that sunshine out there. Future track over the next couple of hours continues to show those scattered showers and storms. We could see a few of those showers try to make their way to the west of the interstate, but I think most of them do stay inland for today, and then things quiet down heading into later on this evening. For tomorrow morning, heading out the door to kick off your Tuesday, temperatures will be starting off in the mid to upper 70s out there with a good mix of sun and clouds. Tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be another toasty one, folks. High temperatures in the low to mid 90s out there. That's right, the humidity is not going anywhere, so those temperatures will feel about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than what they actually are. Let's go hour by hour for the next couple of days, starting off early tomorrow morning. I do think, just like today, we could see an isolated shower or two along the coastline for the first half of the day. Once tomorrow afternoon rolls around, here comes some scattered showers and thunderstorms. And thanks to a little bit of help with some more flow out of the south and east, we should see some of those storms develop a little bit closer, maybe just along I-75. So that means more of us should see that rain tomorrow compared to what we've seen today. And on a Wednesday, we'll do it all over again. We've got plenty of moisture to work with, a favorable wind pattern. That means better coverage of those showers and storms for your Wednesday afternoon and maybe just a little bit into the evening hours, but it should be a little bit more so afternoon-wise. Tropics, nice and quiet. Nothing new expected over the next 7 days. So here's that 7-day forecast put all together. A good chance for scattered showers and storms each day this week with highs in the low to mid 90s. And I'm keeping tabs on lower rain chances later on this weekend into next week.
Josh, thanks. We have an exciting opportunity for you to volunteer as a Wink Weather Watcher. You'll be the eyes and ears here in our Southwest Florida community, no matter what type of weather is headed our way. If you're interested in this opportunity, the first training session takes place Wednesday night, June 18th from 5:30 to 7:30 at FSW inside of Building U. You can sign up online on our website, winknews.com. You can also read what it takes to become a Wink Weather Watcher.
Midway through their inaugural season, FC Naples is making a statement in the USL, largely in part due to the leadership and goalkeeping of their captain, Lalo Delgado.
Yeah, and what Lalo brings to the team started from his father's vision when he was only an infant. Wing Sports reporter Sylvie Sparks has more.
Lalo Delgado was born to play. His father, a passionate soccer fan, put a ball at his feet and told him to kick.
He was like, "You're playing soccer because you're playing soccer."
Lalo excelled as one of the best young players in Southern California until a growth spurt ended his career as a forward.
I just couldn't play soccer at the competitive level that I was being asked to. And then, just randomly the coach says, "You know what, here, our goalkeeper got hurt, put on the gloves, you're our tallest guy. Let's see how it goes." And then, boom, from that game on, never left the goal.
It was an adjustment for Lalo and his dad, who was a field player. But his dad jumped at the chance to learn about goalkeeping to help his son make it to the pros.
Trying to learn, trying to just give me different perspectives as a field player too.
Throughout his teenage years, college, and 6 years in the pros, after every game, win or lose, Lalo gets a phone call from his dad.
Everyone's happy we won a game. I get home and I see the phone ringing, and I know it's going to be like a 1 hour chat of how the game should have been, what could I have improved, which, I mean, I love it.
Lalo told me without those chats, he wouldn't be where he is now.
It keeps me humble, keeps me level-headed, and always wanting to do better.
His parents have never seen one of his professional games live, but they never miss a game online, shaping Lalo into a servant leader for FC Naples.
He's an ultimate professional, very mature for his age, understands and can look more holistically at things than just through his lens. He can kind of see and understand the bigger picture.
All because his dad saw the bigger picture from his son's very first practice all those years ago. Sylvie Sparks, Wink Sports.